may see a cut. Good right hand, and the blood flowed after that from the eye of Jose Luis Castillo, and I do believe that was where the cut happened. So hopefully they will not call that a clash of heads.
Come here, White. Hey, mira. White's on the grease off.
Tony Weeks wants Tiburcio Garcia to wipe some of the grease off of the face of Castillo. A fairly deep cut around the left eye of Castillo. He's got one of the best in the business in his corner, Miguel Diaz, to try and fix it. But it doesn't look as if the blood would be going directly into Castillo's left eye. Looks like it would go around the eye. At least that's what they're hoping.
Now, are we seeing a slightly different dynamic in this fight? There's jabs from Corrales, a little more distance between these two fighters. Will that be the paradigm for the next few rounds?
Corrales suddenly turning from puncher to boxer, shooting the jab, flicking it.
Let me tell you, Castillo's landed some good jabs. He is a little underrated in that department.
What a heavy body punch, and then back comes Corrales.
Alto.
And Tony Weeks is allowing them to fight on the inside. He's not panicking and breaking them too early.
Two guys who have tremendous respect for each other. Corrales just walked into that straight right. Unofficially press row, all even.
That is exactly what I have, 38-38, and why not? In this round, Corrales has boxed fairly well, although you can't say Castillo hasn't landed some from the outside.
The chance of Castillo. Again, the trading of punches.
Whenever Corrales gives himself a little room, he can land that straight right hand, but mostly he's fought in this posture.
Body shots wickedly offered by Castillo. Missing there with the right. Corrales missing himself.
This, like the fourth round, very difficult to score, although Corrales might have a slight edge to this point.
No hagas eso, eh? Come on.
Blood now coming down the left eye area of Castillo. But he's undaunted. It doesn't hold him back. If the fight is stopped by an accidental headbutt before the end of the fourth round, the fight is ruled a no decision. After the end of 4, they go to the scorecards. We're in round 5.
Out.
The executive director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission said it was from an accidental headbutt.
Luis, tienes que trabajar más por dentro.
You have to work more inside. You have to work inside.
Tienes que trabajar más.
You have to work harder.
Por dentro.
Breathe hard. Be a little grease over here.
Tienes que trabajar más.
You have to work harder inside.
Mira, son upper. Estás tirando mucho izquierdo.
You're throwing a lot of hooks. You have to throw uppercuts and rights.
Trabajamos mucho con la derecha.
We have to work hard.
Gancho, remata abajo, upper y volado.
You gotta throw the uppercut.
Aprieta. No digo, cabecea, tira y cabecea y cubre. No te descuides.
Wouldn't call it panic, but somewhat of a sense of urgency developing in that Castillo corner. Blood appearing by Castillo's left eye about midway through round 4. We're now into round 6.
Now, they called that a clash of heads. We think it might have come from a punch, but either way, it's called a clash of heads. That means if this fight would be stopped due to that cut, at this juncture, they would go to the scorecards. But we'll hear what Jim Gray has to say.
Take it, Jim.
Steve, I just talked to Dr. Todd Chapman. He said that the cut is a concern, but right now it's not necessary to stop the fight. They will keep an eye on it. Tony Weeks did tell the doctor it was an accidental headbutt. Steve?
All right, Jim, thanks very much for that clarification.
So now it's an interesting situation in the Castillo corner. Of course, he needs to start to make sure he's winning rounds, but they know at least he can't lose because of that cut flat out, outright. He could lose only if they go to the cards. Now, in this round, Diego Corrales is getting a lot done, using his hand speed and punching in combination a lot more.
No knockdowns thus far in the fight. A host of heavy, explosive punches. Castillo in the red, Corrales in the white with the red trim. More body work by Castillo.
And Castillo goes low 3 straight times. And make that 4.
There you go.
Corrales working well on the inside, though. Say what you want. Say that it's Castillo's style. Say that it's his office. But Corrales is fighting very well in there.
Every once in a while, Corrales takes a step back and goes to the sweet science, but it doesn't last very long. Vicious right hand cross by Corrales.
Corrales did a better job of keeping his right hand up and blocking those hooks. He did it just a moment ago. And the uppercut's not landing as much from Castillo. Well, guess what? There it was.
There it was on cue. Left hook by Corrales to the head of Castillo, but Castillo won't budge.
This is a clinic on infighting by both these men. They're doing a superb job of working the body and the head on the inside.
It has been intense from the opening bell.
The earlier part of this round belonged to Corrales. Castillo came on a bit. Who closed the last half minute of this round the best.
Castillo. Corrales waves him on. He says, come on, bring more on. Unbelievable action.
Baby. You got to box him. He's going to start putting on the pressure a little bit, Diego. But you got to suck it up right here, baby. This is what's going to separate the 2 of us right here, Diego. You understand? Because if you don't put, listen to me. What's that? Yeah. No, here's the thing, Diego. If you get, I know that. But you cannot.
Here's where Castillo, at the end of the round, started really getting to Chico Corrales. Will this be enough to steal the round for him? It might be, because it was pretty dramatic at the end.